Steve-O.
What's the word?
Big Q, what's the word, my guy?
What's up, Kev?
Hey, listen, what's up is the Chicago Bulls last night taking care of business in New York with a squeaky. They eked out of the Garden with a win last night. And the Chicago Bears, we're going to update you guys on the injury report heading into the much I don't even know if this is awaited, but we got to watch the Bears play the Green Bay Packers on Sunday. And then we're going to touch on whatever else is happening in Chicago sports news. But of course, y'all going to have to wait until after the intro. All right, good morning, Chicago sports fans. Welcome to another Chi-Town Sports Central episode. It's your boy Big Kev with Q and Steve-O Speaks. We in the building. We're gonna jump right into the content, but make sure y'all comment so we can interact with y'all, man. Y'all don't be saying nothing. Y'all just be watching and lurking, like my ex baby mamas and such. But anyhow, let's get it. Q, last night. Chicago Bulls going to New York. Zach LaVine cooked. Patrick Williams looked aggressive, and they came out with a W in the Mecca. How you feeling about last night's win?
I felt good. I told you about Pat. I told you. I saw it. He is starting to be more aggressive. He's showing it. I mean, it's 1 quarter or 2 quarters a game now instead of all of it. But he's actually playing with a little bit of smart basketball IQ. He's attacking the rim. He's doing things he needs to do. And I mean, none of us expected Zach LaVine to shoot 70% from the field at all. So I mean, this was one of those games where the Bulls showed you what they can do. And I've said it before. This offense can do a lot of stuff. It's just, will you focus on the defensive end? Can you do that? And they still had that issue going, having a 20-point lead and losing it. But in the clutch, they did what they were supposed to do. They won. I'm happy about it. Get a win every now and then.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm not sure if that was really a foul on Kobe White, but I'll take the 3 free throws that he made. Steve-O, real quick, how do we feel about Billy Donovan's third quarter when he decided to just keep letting New York chip away, chip away, chip away without calling a timeout?
It was almost two things he did that third quarter because I was sitting there predicting like, okay, we gonna get a random lineup that just don't make any sense, and it was that lineup where it was Dalen, Montes, Io, Jalen Wimp Smith, and Kobe on that. I think that was the lineup, and I was sitting here like, there go that lineup, and that lineup came in and instantly gave up. I want to say 7 points in like a minute. So didn't call a timeout. I'm like, okay, Billy, we bleeding. Are you gonna call a timeout? Regroup, put a new lineup in. We already know when there's a lineup where Vooch and Zach is not on, at least one is not on the floor, everything goes to hell. Then he didn't adjust. That grew from a 4-0 to a 17-0 lead at that point, and they just coming back now. They down within five. Next thing I know, it's like a 22-4. He just didn't do nothing. He caused that whole blunder in that third quarter. Yeah, do the players got to execute? Yes, but we all seen soon as he made that lineup change for that interesting ass lineup, things went to shit. And once that happened, we just got into a shootout, and luckily we just came out with the best shot.
I mean, honestly, luckily, Jalen Brunson's shot literally went 90% into the basket and out. I mean, I don't know how that missed. Somebody said the quickest prayer ever in the New York stands. Oh God, please don't let that go in. That thing popped right out. But
Please,
let's talk.
Jesus.
Let's talk Zach Levine. So far this season, he's averaging 23 and a half points, 5.3 rebounds, 4 assists on 54% shooting from the field. He's also shooting um from three about 42% to start the season. He's shooting 73% from the free throw line, which is crazy. But Zach LaVine is the unquestioned offensive leader from this team. Him and Vooch, of course, we got to include Vooch. Q, do you think that Zach LaVine can push his numbers up to all-star status this
yeah,
season?
yeah. If he plays the way he's been playing, this is how Zach LaVine is at his best. Right when he's coming off of screens, when he's not trying to handle the ball all of the time. When you can get him to play that role, he's a great scorer. And plus, now he's starting to add the post game in there. He's starting to be efficient with the post. He's got all the tools to do that. If he can continue to focus on the defensive end, because that's been the downside to Zach, is he doesn't play any defense. If he can block people, get 7 assists, 8 rebounds, and play good defense, there's no way he doesn't make an all-star team. Plus, I just want him to do it so we can get some better capital when we trade him, because he's not going to stay at Chicago Bulls as much as people want him to.
You know what? I don't like his turnovers. His turnovers are up this year. He had another 6 turnovers last night. But I'm gonna ask you the same question, Steve-O. Is Zach LaVine on pace to be an all-star for the Chicago Bulls this season?
Talent wise, of course, like we all know he has the talent to be an all-star, but I don't know if he has the necessarily the mindset or the want to, because he came into the season understanding what his role is, and he didn't want to step on any others' feet in the process. And I think low key his game is kind of showing that, and even for the last every time we win, it's a balanced act. Everybody's getting theirs in the starting lineup, and even to the bench degree, they're getting theirs. So he's not coming in to really step on anybody's degree. Now, will there be times where we're going to need Zach to be Zach, and maybe those moments is the ones where he can uptick them points? But yeah, does he have the talent to do it? He just got 30 last night. He could get 30 every night if he really wanted to, but it's all about him realizing his game. Limit trying to make the big decision, and just when your mind is to just score and limit dribbling. That's the best. That's the best Zach LaVine.
Well, one last thing on the Chicago Bulls. We all know that the Orlando Magic are hovering over that last pick that they got from the Vucevic trade. It seemed like we offered them everything for Vuce. I mean, we got Vuce, what, 4-5 years ago, and we still paying for it? Jesus, bro, that's crazy. But at the end of the day, the Chicago Bulls have a top 10 protected pick. If they miss the playoffs, if they're one of the worst 10 teams in the league, they'll be able to keep their pick, maybe get into the Cooper Flag conversation. If not, that means that they're a play-in playoff team. Right now, it's too early to tell, but we got to ask anyway. Do the Bulls sustain winning and lose out on that pick, or are we expecting them to be a top 10 pick team when it's all said and done?
I expect them to be a top 10 pick team. Like they have the skill set offensively, but they've shown it. They don't know how to play defense consistently. Right? This isn't a team that has the want to come out every night and play 150%. It's just not. They don't like playing for Billy half the time. Half the time they don't listen to him. And we've seen it from him. Like in that run yesterday when they were up 20 and started losing it. The man doesn't get angry when they play bad. I've never seen a coach watch his team lose a 20-something point lead and just not get up. How you just sit there? I've seen coaches cuss people out from taking one bad shot, and Billy just like, well, we gonna figure it out, I guess.
Timeout.
Yeah, and he don't even get up for the timeout. He just let's talk about it, guys. I guarantee in that huddle,
Walks out. He does that walk off like he really mad.
He giving the cold shoulder. Sometimes Billy Donovan be acting like all the Caucasian insults. He be acting like a nincompoop, a twerp. Definitely a twerp.
I know exactly what he be saying when he come out. Well, God damn it, fuck shit. I can't ain't get nothing fucking right. Fuck. Gosh damn it.
He probably be saying, "Gosh darn it." Gee Willikers.
Come on, guys.
I
Fuck.
guarantee you, he just looks at them and goes, "I need more. I need you to give me more. Play harder.
I'm
What's the play,
disappointed.
coach? Just do
I
something
need more
good.
from you guys. Come on.
Give
He's
Zach
definitely
the
a come
ball.
on guy. Come
Give
on.
Zach the ball. You can do it. I
And
know you
Io,
can do it.
you're skating on thin ice, buddy.
Modest, you're not getting in. Stop it."
All right, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Go ahead, head over to Chicago Bulls Central if you want to hear any more in-depth news and analysis from Hayes over there, or the Shot Bulls podcast with Bobby and C Dub. C Dub did a great job last night, man. It was a crazy game to watch, but this team is fun bad. We're gonna let that stick. We're gonna make a t-shirt. Hey, moving right along, man. The Chicago Bears are headed into what many will consider the Super Bowl, because it is what it is. The Bears fans, there's a lot of Bears fans, especially casual ones, only care about when the Bears play the Packers. They don't care about none of the other games. They don't care about how the Bears look, who's playing, who's coaching, or whatever. They just want the Bears to beat the Packers, and it's something that Bears fans haven't been able to see since 2018, at least a victory over the Green Bay Packers. Well, we're going to discuss the injury update so far. We have Brackton. Let me see if I got the actual full printout of the injury update. I know that Jaquan Brisker is still out.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if he
Uh,
coming back.
yeah, it's rough.
And that's concerning. I think he done.
At this point, you even if you're not done, you need to just stop.
I think Darnell Wright is out as well for the Bears. Jordan Love is going to play. I know the Bears fans don't want to
Wonderful.
hear that, but I think that's good though. So yeah, Darnell Wright is out with his knee. Darrell Taylor is out. Noah Sewell is out. Is he? I
Yikes.
think I think so. Or he's questionable. Montez Sweat questionable, but I think these guys are going to play. Tevin Jenkins has been playing through injuries.
Questionable with what?
Tevin Jenkins, he hurt his ankle last game.
Oh yeah.
Tevin Jenkins has been injured every other week.
No, he's been
He
injured
got drafted.
every
Ever
single
since he
week.
got drafted, every other week it's like, up another injury, new
Every
thing.
single week. All right, so here it is.
You was hurt in college.
Yeah. Yeah. Amadante didn't practice this week. Brisker didn't practice. Tevin Jenkins didn't practice. Tavares Moore, Montez Sweat. Braxton Jones left practice. Noah Sewell left practice. Darrell Taylor left practice. And Darnell Wright left practice. And I think I've been hearing that Darnell Wright is out for this game as well. So it's been a rough second season for Darnell Wright. It's been real rough for him, man. So how we feeling, man? Especially with Brisker, man. How we feeling about because we got to turn the page on, the offensive coordinator being replaced, the Bears looking like ass for the last 3 weeks. Now they're going into what is basically the most important game of Caleb Williams' career so far, obviously, and a very important game for Matt Eberflus because losing the locker room, you can win back some favor in the locker room and definitely in Chicago if you go out and beat the Green Bay Packers.
Very true. I mean, honestly, I'm still just as sad about this game as I was before. Like I don't see what happened that's gonna make us win. But I will say, after hearing the interview, I'm liking the new OC positional pick. Thomas, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thomas
he
Thomas
um
Brown.
he did not sound like a bumbling fool. It's nice to hear someone who sounds confident and sounds like they actually know what the hell they talking about. And I also like him being smart enough to say, "Hey, like I'm not trying to change the entire offense right now." He knows like we gonna have to stick with what we got right now and try to make it better. But
It's impossible to do in a week.
yeah, yeah. But if it was Shane who we would have picked up, he would have been like, "I got all these ideas. We gonna change it all. We just gonna, we gonna switch it all to what
I
I want."
I think Caleb can handle it. He's a smart
Like,
kid.
it was somebody who sounded like they were truthful. Look, there's not much I can really do right now. I'm gonna try to focus on doing what we have right now better, and we're gonna try to focus on what the players can do better. Like there was no fluff of we gonna make giant changes or all this. He just came out and said the truth. He's just here to make the best of what he can do right now, and that's all you can ask for from an OC. But yeah, like I said, it's the Packers, and the Bears look like a trash ass team. I don't expect them to do any better than I did last week.
Man, the last thing I want to do is see the Bears get blown out. But I also think that a blowout would be better than watching them lose on a last second drive. I don't want to see that either. So I don't know what I want to see Sunday. At least a win. Hopefully the Bears blow these guys out. But that's not what's going to happen. It's going to take everything to get over the mental hurdle of beating the Green Bay Packers. Steve-O, do you think that this team can at least mentally go out there and compete with the Green Bay Packers and come out with a win?
No, I don't. I don't. I don't. They didn't. I don't. I'm just watching this game. I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't know how to truly analyze this game. I don't know what type of hope I should come in with this game. I'm just gonna be there. I'm just watching.
What time they play? Is it a noon
I
game?
got nothing.
Should be a noon game, right? I feel you, bro.
Noon.
I hope we get blown out. I hope the offense looks good and we still get blown out because then it's just all on Eberflus. I hope the OC look good as shit and the Eberflus defense look terrible as shit, and it's just like, well. We clearly know it needs to be you. These
Oh
touchdowns.
man. I think Eberflus is out regardless, but
That sound like
the,
that sound like a frustrating ass Sunday. I'm sorry. That sounds like a
I just
very heart wrenching ass
but
Sunday
if
yesterday.
history dictates anything, the Chicago Bears are the team that they forced us to watch them up until at least the last 2 or 3 weeks of the season, with the hopes of they still got a chance of making the playoffs. So this is the type of team that's going to go out and win the next 3 divisional games. That's just the type of team they are. It is what it is, and then you'll be like, "Oh, look at us! We beat the division 3 times in a row. We undefeated in the division, and now we back in playoff contention." And Eberflus look, and the new offensive coordinator and Caleb Williams, they turned it around, and then they fall flat on their face again. We
mm-hmm.
go through it every season for like the last 3 or 4 seasons. We've had to watch the Chicago Bears up until at least the last 2 or 3 weeks of the season, and I don't see why this is going to be any different. It's going to be annoying to watch them go out there and play well against the Green Bay Packers on Sunday, and it's not even hope. This isn't even hope. This is just how the Bears do their fans. This is what they do to us every single year.
Yeah, they got to keep selling tickets. Just be good enough to sell some more tickets next year. That's all you need.
Well, there's not much else to say about the Bears. It's been a crazy week for them. It's just been crazy just watching them go out and lay an egg on Sunday, not do anything on Monday, then following that up with firing the OC, bringing in a new OC. It's been a crazy week for us as Bears fans. Here we are on the precipice of another game versus the Green Bay Packers, who have quite frankly owned us since that man said, "I own you." That's just what it is. So if you guys want to hear anything else about the Chicago Bears, head on over to Chicago Bears Central. It was crazy. Yesterday I was at work. I work at the airport, and I saw a guy, and he recognized me from my voice. He's like, "Big Kev, oh man, I watch you guys all the time, man. Let me get a picture." His family it was crazy. It came all the way from Hawaii to watch the Bears and Packers, and I was asking him, "What's wrong with you, man? Like, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing it? You brought your whole family from Hawaii."
Why aren't you asking? Why aren't you commenting on the videos? Comment on the video. Let us know.
He definitely
Right.
said he's going to leave a voicemail, but I think he's a follower of Chicago Bears Central, so he might not know about Chi-Town Sports Central. But yeah, appreciate the love and support you guys give us over here. All right, so we're gonna go on to. There's no news for the White Sox; they're still in limbo. No news for the Cubs. We still have daily updates with Big Mike over there. We're gonna upload another episode as soon as I'm done with this one, and then we got the Chicago Sky. Steve-O, when the coach was talking about the cornerstones of the organization, he mentioned Cardoso, he mentioned Angel Reese, but he did not mention Kennedy Carter, and Twitter did not like that. They were upset with the coach not mentioning Kennedy Carter as a cornerstone. You think that could be because she a restricted free agent, or is it because he just had a faux pas, a brain cramp, and didn't mention basically the best player on the team last season as a cornerstone for this franchise?
I mean, I thought it was self-explanatory. The cornerstones is the people you drafted. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like, I mean, of course, Kennedy is probably an important piece of the core, but they was number 2 and number 7. That's the fucking cornerstone. Like, I didn't understand why people got so upset, but
They was
I
salty.
quickly understand how emotional Sky fans can be at times.
hmm They were mad.
Also,
Like one person was like, "Oh, the Kennedy Carter disrespect needs to be studied and examined," because I'm like, "Wow, they got to be studied. They got to take out do a whole dissertation on on what's going on with the men's overlooking of Kennedy Carter." And I don't believe that he's overlooking her. I just feel like he's talking about the two young people that they just drafted last season that they're just trying to build around.
how many cornerstones you think you gonna have?
At least
Like,
at least four.
that's a core. Like, they're different words. Just because they both start
All
with
right.
C, shit. Core is your core players. You get multiple. You get a few. Usually a cornerstone is like one. They lucky they gave us two.
That's true, Jack. But yeah, man, I saw that
Right.
and I
It's
was
usually just one person.
that's fact.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's your go-to star player? These two. Why did you mention these other four? Because you said go-to star. I don't understand. You didn't mention every player on the team. No one's getting traded. They're all the cornerstones.
Oh man. Hey, it was fun. It was definitely fun being paying attention to the closer attention because I've always been paying attention to the sky, but this season, the WNBA was in everybody's forefront because of Kennedy Carter, Caitlin Carter, or what's her name?
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark and Angel
Who?
Reese and all the rest of
Damn,
these
now
guys.
we
Oh
about to
yeah.
definitely get some comments now.
Oh Lord. I was talking about Kennedy Carter. I'm 42, man. I'm getting to that age where I call my kids all the other names before I call them their real name.
Big
But
Kev is, oh my God, he the disrespect. He doesn't even know her name.
I just call her Cece. But at the end of the day, man, if y'all want to hear anything else about the Chicago Sky, head on over to Chicago Sky Central, where Steve-O Speaks and Hayes are holding it down over there. I can't wait till the season start, man. I wish this was my idea for the WNBA. They should really just do matinee games before NBA games during the season. That's how they should do it. But that's just me. It should be it should be included with
Do
the
it. They
tickets.
can. They do 2 o'clock games. Might as well.
It should be included, especially if you have an NBA affiliate. It should be a part of the tickets. Like come right after
Yep.
school. Come watch the WNBA game as the warm up, the opening act, and
You try
then
to you try to treat them motherfuckers like a JV game.
Well,
hey, I'm
thanks for
telling you,
coming to the last episode of this podcast. We about to get canceled like a motherfucker.
you crazy. I think that'll be dope, man. Like especially because they only play what 30 games, 30, 40 games.
But so what you're trying to say? We're second fiddle to the men's game.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all, you need the exposure.
Oh, we're definitely cooked. We're definitely cooked. It was nice knowing y'all. Thank
We
y'all
would
for all tuning in for Side Town Sports.
we would like
We
to say that
appreciate
the
it.
words of Steve-O does
Bye.
not represent the words of the Chi-Town.
Have a nice day.
Oh, there goes a few sponsors right there.
Come on, man. Y'all get the point that I'm trying to make. I do think that would help with exposure. But it reminds what y'all just did reminds me of when Iguodala referred to the young lady as the number. Like number 22 over on that team is killing right now.
No, for real.
And she was like, I do have a name. It's like, man, you got an NBA champion bringing
Ariel
attention.
Powell. I'm gonna put a name on it because she pissed me off with that.
That
Well,
was
the
so
issue
annoying.
is because normally what you said would be fine, but it's people like Shaq that screw it up for everybody else. So like now, everything's just screwed because he got to
I
say
ain't,
some fucked up
I ain't say
shit.
nothing about booty shorts. Nothing at all.
But see, now
Shaq,
the assumption is just always that's what you thinking about because of Shaq.
no, because honestly, 97% of them I don't want to see in booty shorts. I'm just gonna be honest. But at the end of the day, if y'all want to see more about the Chicago Sky, go ahead and head over to Chicago Sky Central. All right, last topic of the day: the Blackhawks are back in action tonight versus the Kraken. Versus Dangerous's team. I think ain't that Russell Wilson team, and he invested in the
Release the Kraken.
Seattle Kraken.
I think that's Marshawn Lynch.
No, I think it's Russell Wilson too, and in Sierra, if I'm not mistaken. I think they have some ties to that team too, because he did play for the Seahawks, right? So I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Let me do some quick
I
research.
know for Marshawn for sure, but I don't know about them.
Hold on, let me see. Kraken. Yep, he does have Kraken ownership, and Marshawn Lynch and Macklemore. Macklemore.
So you said so it's all
Hold
three
on.
or just Marshawn?
I think it's just Marshawn, but I thought I saw something about.
Yeah, Marshawn. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I heard Russell Wilson was part of it. But anyhow, the Chicago Blackhawks are taking those guys on tonight, so hopefully they can get a victory because they're playing pretty solid hockey. They're 6-9-1 with 13 points right now. That places them in the
You
Western
thinking?
Conference.
I just thought about it. You think about the Seattle Sounders? That's what you think of.
Is that the soccer team?
Yeah,
Okay, all right, cool.
MLS.
But yeah, so the Chicago Blackhawks are. Man, Joe, the Winnipeg got 30 points. These mocks is 15-1. Jesus Christ. These
Oh yeah, Winnipeg cold. Right.
Winnipeg is running away with the NHL right now, Joe. Jesus, I mean they are in Canada, so that makes sense. But they are far and away the best
Right.
team in the NHL. G, like
Wow.
they
Now
haven't
he
lost a
hates
road
American
game.
players. He hates
Oh,
American
no,
players
come
now.
on, man.
American
I'm pretty sure it's American players on the
What
Winnipeg
about the
team.
black players in the league who aren't Canadian? What about that?
All right, come on now, man. But anyhow, the Seattle Kraken they're about as good as the Blackhawks, so they got a chance to get the win tonight. If y'all want to hear anything else about the Chicago Blackhawks, head on over to Chicago Blackhawks Central, where the gang is holding it down over there. I think we covered all the teams that needs to be covered today, man. I just want to see the Bears get a win on Sunday. I'm not going to even front.
I don't know if I want them to win. I want Eberflus fired this season. I want the Bears to break
I feel you.
tradition. I want them to fire a coach in the season so I know that they have it.
See, but it's the Packers though. Like the one team, like I try not to allow the Bears to affect my mood too tough throughout the season. But the one team that they lose to that makes me salty for like the next 2 or 3 days is the Packers, bro. If we lose to the Packers, like I don't even.
Wow, you should expect it.
I'm
Yeah,
used
but
to it now.
it's just it's irritating just because you know something coming, don't mean anything. Like you can see somebody about to smack the taste out your mouth. It's still gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen. Like, man, this man finna smack the taste out my mouth. It don't mean it feel good. It don't mean you should enjoy it. No, I don't want
That
it. I
motherfucker
don't
still
want
gonna
that.
hurt.
Right. I don't want that pain. So y'all let us know in the comments below. Do y'all think the Bears have a fighting chance this Sunday, or do y'all just want them to lose so Eberflus can get fired? But that's it, man. Q, Steve, y'all got anything else?
No, y'all just go out there, enjoy sports, and like I said, the words
Pray.
of Kev do not resemble the words of this
Pray.
podcast and the rest of us.
Whatever. We are a team. We are
We
one.
we love women and American hockey players here on the podcast.
No, this is not one band, one sound. This is not that.
Hey, all I'm saying is no need for booty shorts. We're gonna holler at y'all next time.
You don't want no shorts?
Peace. Not the booty shorts. Shaq was sounding real creepy, bro. He was bogus.
It made it worse because he her boss. Like you can't be somebody boss and say that on somebody like
And
that's
he's also 60.
yeah, but like we used to 60-year-olds who rich saying stuff like that. But like to say that to yo like because think about it, all the like rich people who are known for like sleeping with younger women, we know that they do it. But to be someone's boss and be like, I
Also,
control
father
your
figure,
shoe
not
deals,
just
right?
boss, but father figure.
That too.
Like,
Like that was just a line. You like if that was anybody else, no one probably would be as angry. But it's
no, it
like
would.
you went on her podcast. It
Dressed
was
like
like
dressed like a juvenile at that. Like, what was he? Why do you have all these chains on, looking like you for to try to break dance? I mean,
every
this shit.
year Shaq says more
What
and
are we
more things where
talking
I'm like,
about?
are we gonna have to cancel Shaq soon? It's
That
damn.
ain't never gonna happen. The big cancel. He can't get canceled, man. He got his hand in too many pots. Shaq owned like 90% of everything. Shaq is a part of everything. I see Shaq in a Rent-A-Center commercial. All right, y'all. We're gonna holler at y'all next
The
time.
NBA Snoop Dogg.
Right?
That is true.
Peace.